Good morning, students. Welcome to Good Samaritan School online classes. In the last classes, we were discussing on two triads. One is Doberainite triads and Newland's law of octaves. And also, we learned the uh, theory behind the two triads and also the limitations. That means the disadvantages of Doberainer and Newland's octaves law. Today we are going to learn about a new topic called Mendeleev's periodic table. Mendeleev's periodic table. Who is Mendeleev? He was a Russian scientist, and after the Newland's octave law of octaves, many scientists they come to give a correct form of periodic table. They did lots of research on doing or to give the correct form of periodic table, but their work is simply just wasted. But one scientist came and he started doing research on this periodic table, and his name was Mendeleev. His full name is Dmitry Ivanovich Mendeleev, and he is a Russian scientist. And you can see all the details of Mendeleev's here in the paragraph, and we are going to learn what this Mendeleev's periodic table means to us and how he arranged the elements in the periodic table. That is what we are going to learn in today's class. At the time of Mendeleev's periodic table, or Mendeleev started making the perfect form of periodic table, there were 63 elements were known. 63 elements were there was there in that time. Okay, so I just want to recap of what we learned in Doberainer, Newland, and how many elements they have in their hands. I just want to recap. Doberainer had 33 elements in that time, and Newlands had 56 elements. Now in the time of Mendeleev's, we have 63 elements are there. So keeping that 63 elements in hand, Mendeleev started making a periodic table. Okay, the main question, mostly this question is asked in your exam. What is that question? State Mendeleev's periodic law. State Mendeleev periodic law. What this Mendeleev periodic law state? It states that the properties of elements are the periodic functions of their atomic mass. It's very important. It can be asked in 1 mark or 2 mark question. So it's one of the very important question. Two laws are there in this chapter. One is Mendeleev's periodic law, and the second one is modern periodic law. Okay, modern periodic law, that we will be learning in the next topic. Okay, let's learn about what is Mendeleev's periodic law or Mendeleev's periodic table talks about. When he started arranging the periodic table, Mendeleev examined the relation between the atomic masses of an elements and their physical and chemical properties. So, among the chemical properties, Mendeleev concentrated on the compounds formed by elements with oxygen and hydrogen. That means he selected hydrogen and oxygen as they are very reactive and formed compounds with most elements. So, according to Mendeleev, he identified that most of the elements in that time of, that means 63 elements, in the most of the 63 elements, they can easily form or they can easily combine with oxides and hydrides, and they can form a compound. Okay, I just want to give a short thing about how we arrange the periodic table. That means you think of this is oxide. That means oxides are nothing but, I'll write it here, oxides, hydrides. Oxides is nothing but oxygen. Okay, hydrides are nothing but hydrogen. As we know that oxygen's atomic number, we don't have atomic number in this time, only atomic mass was there, and hydrogen atomic mass only they know, and it easily identify their valencies. So oxygen valencies are 2. Okay, they have a valency 2 and hydrogen have the valency 1. So you know how to make a formula when oxygen is combining with one element. Think of that. Okay, if one element, any element, R represents any element. Okay, you think in that way. Can we write it here? So when R is any one of the element combines with oxygen, okay, oxygen, think that this R has the valency 1 and oxygen's valency, you all know that it is 2. So when we cross multiply, we get what? R2O. Am I right? Right? So this is the formula comes. Okay, so you take this formula. Formula number 1. If suppose R has the valency 2, and that means any element with having valency 2 and oxygen's valency is 2, that never changes, right? So what is the formula comes? RO. Am I right? Because 2 get cancelled, so it become RO. Now R, any one of the element with the valency 3 and oxygen's valency is 2. So what is the formula comes here? It comes R2O3. Can we write like this? So based on this formula making, he arranged for oxides. So if you see in page number 83, there was a tabular column given you can in the green color. You can notice that the formula of oxides are given on the top. Correct? So what are the formulas? What are the other formulas can be formed? For example, any element which is having a valency of 4 and oxygen valency is 2, they cross multiply, we get R2O4 आ जाता है ना. So 2 and 4 get cancelled, so it get RO2. 2 2s are 4, right? This is another formula. And then R, which is having the valency of 5 and oxygen valency is 2, and we get R2O5. Here you can ask me a question, sir, यहाँ पे 5 आ रहा है valency and you told me 4 is the last valency. This is actually Mendeleev's periodic table. It was nearly on 19th century, 1834. You think of that. He was born in 1834 and he started giving all these new form of periodic table in 1872. So in that period of time, no such kind of valencies, like even 5 is also valency, and then if it goes on, 6 is also valency, 7 is also valency, so it goes on. Okay, so for example, I have taken like this. Okay, this is all the formulas he made for oxides. Okay, let's go and make some formula for hydrides. That means hydride means hydrogen. Think in that way. R is any one of the element with valency 1 and hydrogen as the valency 1 only. They have valency 1. So cross multiply करेंगे तो क्या आएंगे? RH आ जाएंगे. Will you able to understand this? Yes. Now any element with valency 2 and hydrogen valency, they never change. Cross multiply, we get R take 1 and hydrogen will take 2. So this is another valency. You can cross check with your with your table which is given in page number 83. Okay, after writing all these things, I will show it with the book also. And then R with valency 3 and hydrogen valencies remain as 1. So we get RH3. It goes on, right? And then R valency 4, H valency 1. So it become RH4. So it goes on. Then it become then again it become RH3 आ जाता है. Then RH2 आएंगे. So for example, I hope you can understand this. So if this what happened with all these elements, right? So I can show you in your book also. You can see this. you can look at here the formulas of oxides R2O, RO. So this is what I have written here, R2O, RO, R2O3, R2O3, R2, RO2, R2O5. So this is what I have written. And even for hydrides also RH, RH2, RH3, RH4, right? This is what I have made here. Okay, so I made only 4 years. The rest of the things you can do by yourself. Okay, according to this, after making a, a table like this, then you try to put the elements according to the formula. Okay, just for your understanding, I made a tabular column like this and groups 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups. According to Mendeleev's periodic table, we have 8 groups and 6 periods. Okay, let's move on to oxides and hydrides. Oxides, I have right here I've written the formulas what I made here, and also for hydrides I made. Okay, let's see. Now what he did, he take all the elements, for example, all the elements whatever he got. How many elements are there in his time? 63 elements, right? So all these 63 elements, you take a flashcard. Okay, take a flashcard like this and write the name of the element. For example, hydrogen, atomic mass 1. In those time there is no atomic number, so you can write only atomic mass. So atomic mass 1. Okay, and then in that time even you don't have any no noble gases, so helium I didn't write, so you can write for lithium atomic mass 7. So like that he made a flashcard, chota card bana ke, then he put all these cards in the boxes. How we did? For example, hydrogen कौन सा box में आ सकते हैं? Think that hydrogen, when it is react with oxygen, what formulas does it make? Think of that. Okay, think hydrogen when it combined with oxygen, what formulas it gives? Hydrogen atomic number 1, oxygen hydrogen valency 1, oxygen valency 2. So it gives H2O. Can you understand the formula now? So hydrogen comes only here only, no other place. Think of that, hydrogen combined with hydrogen. So hydrides में देख सकते हैं आप, ये तो ऑक्साइड्स के लिए. हाइड्राइड्स में क्या होगा? हाइड्रोजन, another hydrogen, 1 so it become दो हाइड्रोजन होएंगे, right? So it means H and H, it become H2. So hydrogen should come only here. Will you understand? So and then he took another element, for example lithium atomic mass 7. Okay, lithium ऑक्सीजन के साथ कंबाइन हो गया तो क्या होगा? बैलेंसी इसका भी 1 है, इसका भी 2 है, सो इट कम्स Li2O. सो Li2O R2O, सो यह यहाँ पे आ सकते हैं Li. Okay, suppose he took magnesium. Okay, take an example of magnesium. इसका वैलेंसी 2 होगा, ऑक्सीजन का वैलेंसी 2 होगा. Okay, so it become MgO. Where this MgO comes? RO, MgO. So it should come only here. Am I right? So actually magnesium atomic mass is 24. So it's little bigger, right? Lithium के बाद, so whatever he did, all the element he took, atomic mass के वजह से he arranged the periodic table. Will you understand? First he took hydrogen because atomic mass 1. Then he took lithium atomic mass 7. Then lithium का बाद beryllium आएंगे. Beryllium atomic mass is 9. And then boron atomic mass 10. Carbon atomic mass 12. Nitrogen atomic mass 14. So like that he arranged according to the atomic masses. Will you understand that? Atomic mass की वजह से arrange करके, and after that you put it inside the box. For example, hydrogen पहले आएंगे, then lithium के बाद क्या आना है? beryllium when it combined with oxygen it becomes BeO आएंगे, right? So it should come here. And then beryllium के बाद boron, right? And then carbon. Okay, let's see what carbon. Carbon C O, carbon valence is 4, oxygen valence is 2, so it becomes C2O4 आएंगे, right? So CO2 आएंगे. So CO2 means CO2, it should come here, right? Will you able to understand this? Then likewise, he arranged the periodic table. Student, will you able to understand this arrangement of periodic table? How he made Mendeleev's, how he did? This is the very spectacular, on another word, a very clear cut of arranging the periodic table. No one has the idea to do this. Okay, and whatever he made was really correct. Everyone surprised to see his periodic table. You know what is that? After arranging the periodic table, after doing like this and he arranged the elements, everything was in a perfect place. Okay, that was the biggest success what Mendeleev did on his lifetime. Okay, and this is what the thing, after making all these things and he find everything is arranged properly and he did all these corrections, right? And you know one thing, in 1872 Mendeleev's periodic table was published in a German journals in 1872. You know, it's given in your book also. In the formula of oxides and hydrates at the top of the columns, the letter R is used for represents any of the elements in the group. Okay, you have to go through that, whatever written on this book. It's very, very important. I hope you will understand this. Will you able to understand this? Right. Next, what we are going to see is, we are going to see what is the achievement of this Mendeleev's periodic table. Before going to achievements of periodic table, what this Mendeleev's table made up of? This Mendeleev's periodic table made up of, it is containing nearly 8 groups, and how many periods he is having? 6 periods he is having, with 8 groups and 6 period, which is present in Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, it's very, very important. Okay, let's see one by one what is his achievements he did on this periodic table, right? In Mendeleev's periodic table, there are many places are empty actually. Before it was empty. For example, it doesn't give a name like this. For example, aluminum niche empty tha. The gallium now it is written, but before it was empty actually. So he gave a name as Eka aluminium, and also silicon के नीचे पहले empty था. So he gave a name as Eka silicon. Eka means one. Okay, that means even when we are typing the phone number in our cell, we try to give one, right? They have two numbers. Okay, we write for example, okay, this person's one. That means two numbers he's having. So like that he did for aluminum के नीचे Eka aluminum, silicon के नीचे Eka silicon, and then like that likewise he started even boron के नीचे he write it as Eka boron, because these places were empty before. But after, what he say that is, he was predicting the future. He say that once after later, if some element may be identified, and that element may come here, and these places are empty before now, and now you see that it is filled with gallium, it filled with germanium, it filled with strontium, but pehle empty tha. And he say that in future, if some elements was identified, it may come into that place. You know, this is the success of Mendeleev's. But if I say about Newland, what Newland said, only 56 elements was there. इसके बाद कोई no one will discover any elements hereafter. That was about Newland's theory. But when Mendeleev comes, he predict the future. Okay, that is the biggest achievement what we can see in Mendeleev's periodic table. The another thing is, he gave a special place for noble gases. If noble gas was identified later, you know, you can just add one group and you can put all the noble gases in that group. That is also one of the biggest success of Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, So here these are the achievements of Mendeleev's periodic table. You can go through these things in our book also, all these paragraphs. You can go through that, and we can see some of these things here also. These are the things you can see, the achievements of Mendeleev's periodic table. And then finally, we are going to see the limitations. Limitation means some of the disadvantages of Mendeleev's periodic table. Yes, Mendeleev's periodic table also have some of the drawback. First and the foremost thing is hydrogen's place is not finalized. That means the position of hydrogen where it needs to be, that is not clearly given. So hydrogen is, according to Mendeleev, it is in the first place, which is given here. Okay, which is given here as a first place, but still now even hydrogen have no special place. So that was the limitation of Mendeleev's periodic table. Second thing is the position of isotopes. For example, isotope of elements have similar chemical properties, you all know that, but different atomic masses. So according to Mendeleev's law, isotope of an element must find separate space in the periodic table, right? But isotopes were not given separate place in the periodic table. Okay, that is another drawback of Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, so we don't want to say much about the drawbacks, because in your exam you can see mostly the achievements will be asked in your exam, but anyway you have to learn the drawback also, right? And you can see here there is another drawback. Electronic configuration of hydrogen resembles that of alkalis. Like alkali metals, hydrogen combines with halogen, oxygen, and sulfur to form compounds having similar formulas. You can look at it. Hydrogen combined with halogen, hydrogen combined with oxygen or sulfur. You can see that they all have similar formulas. You can see even for sodium also, it looks similar. So that is also another drawback what we can find here. Okay, so this is about the achievement as well as the drawback of Mendeleev's periodic table. Hope you understand this. If you understand clearly this topic, do answer these questions, and if you have any still have any doubt on this topic, please do ask me in my WhatsApp number. Thank you, student, and have a nice day.